News for San Antonio at 5. We're here for you.
Frontline healthcare workers in San Antonio are getting the COVID vaccine today when one local health system is planning to have their entire staff vaccinated.
Another potential COVID vaccine is one step closer to reaching you. The FDA's findings on Moderna's dose and when a decision could be made to ship it out.
The Electoral College has spoken. So today I want to congratulate President-elect Joe Biden.
More congratulations come in for President-elect Joe Biden, who he has picked for Secretary of Transportation.
You see it there, the first COVID vaccine in San Antonio being given to frontline healthcare workers at UT Health San Antonio. The vaccination started this afternoon with 100 people getting the first dose. More shots will be rolled out in the coming days and weeks to others right here in San Antonio. And we promised you we'd follow this developing story for you. And News 4 San Antonio's Zach Hendrick was in the room when that first vaccine was given. And Zach, what a historic moment. And what was the mood like in the room as vaccines got underway?
Historic, Simone. Lots of emotions as well. Of course, you heard lots of cheering inside this building when the first 100 or so doses were given here to staff at UT Health San Antonio, many calling it a first step in ending a battle that's been lasting so long.
I did not realize that it would be this soon.
Dr. Adelita Cantu is the first person to receive a dose of the COVID-19 vaccine at UT Health San Antonio. Cantu has been out in the community, educating the public about the ongoing coronavirus pandemic.
Luckily, no one in my family has gotten vaccine, in my immediate family, but I have had friends that have had not only themselves get it, but then some loved ones that have died from it.
Cantu's historic first dose was given by senior nursing student Kendra Mack.
It wasn't my first vaccine. I've given other people vaccines, not this one, but other ones. So
excitement for these frontline workers quickly turns to relief after 11 months of battling a virus that has affected so many, either directly or indirectly.
my grandmother has COVID and she's in a nursing home right now. So just being able to take a step back and really recognize that I'm able to make a difference right now as a student. And that just means the world to me.
The healthcare workers receiving the vaccine today hope many more will join them in the coming months.
I've got 4 children, and if there's a vaccine that's going to keep them safe, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Now the plan is to have the entire frontline staff at UT Health San Antonio vaccinated sometime in January. They tell me that they'll really kick things into gear here tomorrow morning. They plan to vaccinate around 1,000 people each day here until their initial shipment of 6,000 doses runs out. Delaine, back to you.
So exciting to see, Zach. Thank you so much. Meantime, we're getting new video in tonight from Joint Base San Antonio Lackland, where COVID-19 vaccinations began there yesterday. This was at the Wilford Hall Ambulatory Surgical Center. Several service members received the very first dose of Pfizer's vaccine, and the San Antonio VA will begin vaccinations this week, we're told. It's one of 37 VA sites across the country selected to distribute the vaccinations. They say they will give the vaccines to veterans and frontline workers, and San Antonio VA officials will be following the VA COVID-19 vaccination distribution plan to make sure the vaccines are rolled out just the way they should be.
Meanwhile, scientists with the FDA say Moderna's COVID vaccine is safe and it's highly effective. A report released today shows the vaccine is 94.5% effective. The data was recorded 14 days after the second dose was given. It's expected the FDA could grant emergency use for the vaccine by the end of the week.
New details about potential vaccines, more shipments and distribution plans continue to come out on a daily basis, and we are keeping track of all of them for you. As soon as we learn more, we'll bring it to you right here on 4 and online at news4sa.com.
Also, more news from the FDA today, authorizing the first over-the-counter at-home COVID test that doesn't require you to have a prescription. And this test is an antigen one, meaning it will detect proteins of the virus with a nasal swab. Essentially, it's analyzed with a device that connects right to your smartphone, and you'll get those results within 20 minutes. The test will be sold in places like drugstores, and the Australian manufacturer says it'll set you back about $30.
Melissa Vega at the live desk. We are following some breaking news for you on the city's east side right now. Police are investigating a murder. We just learned moments ago a man in his 60s was shot in the head. He was found dead inside his home along Belmont and North Gevers. Police saying two of the victim's friends found him dead. Right now, police are still waiting on a search warrant to go through that house. They're talking to neighbors. We're also told that there was some kind of disturbance at the house last night between 10 p.m. and midnight. Still a very active investigation right now. And we're also told that shooter is still out there. That's the latest from the live desk. Delaine?
All right, Melissa, thank you. Thousands of our neighbors got a helping hand today from the San Antonio Food Bank. This is video here from World Card Drone Cam. More than 2,000 families lined up for the free groceries and gas cards at a mega distribution event at the AT&T Center today. Look at that. It took a few hours for all those cars to make it through the line. For some of these families, they say this is the first time they've ever needed help making ends meet for the holidays.
You just don't know what a blessing it is to the people to be able to come through and be able to have a good Christmas.
The San Antonio Food Bank wants to make sure no family goes hungry this holiday. And tonight at 6 o'clock, we're going to tell you how you can help your neighbors when they need it most.
Making headlines one day after the Electoral College vote made the 2020 election official, more are recognizing Joe Biden as president-elect. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell congratulating him on the Senate floor today. Meanwhile, the president-elect spent his day on the campaign trail in Georgia, hoping to boost Democratic prospects in two key Senate runoff elections there. It's also being reported he will choose former mayor and presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg to be Secretary of Transportation.
Well, we've had a cold front move through. Just Pacific air that's behind us is actually pretty mild right now in the 60s. How about up north? The snow is flying into Oklahoma. Over 3 inches of snow in Oklahoma City, and of course rain around Houston to the east. Didn't really get much in our area. A few sprinkles and morning clouds and some fog. Tonight's going to be a cold night as colder air from the Panhandle moves in. Freeze potential is up into the hill country tonight, but then tomorrow night might be a different story for the entire area. We're going to show you how cold it gets tomorrow night in our region. So jackets are out later this evening with clear skies as we drop into the lower 50s. Delaine?
All right, Chris, we really could use some rain with drought conditions getting worse by the day. Burn bans and fireworks restrictions may take place. News 4 meteorologist Greg Pollock joins us now with what they could mean for your holiday plans.
As the drought continues to press on and no significant rain is forecasted, outdoor fire risk will continue to rise. I talked with Chris Lopez, the Bexar County Fire Marshal, about the current burn ban and plans for the winter and beyond.
We have a county-wide burn ban that is in effect, and it is set to expire on January 21st of 2021.
Lopez says there are plans if the dry weather persists and the drought worsens.
If we have extremely dry weather and it is a situation where the fire weather danger is, we are at a critical point, then I absolutely will go back to the court and to our Judge Wolf, and request a disaster declaration.
There is good news for those who are interested in using fireworks for the upcoming holidays.
We have significant rainfall by January 21st, and we'll just let it expire. But right now, we currently have no plans of outright banning the sale or use of fireworks through the burn ban.
As always, you should exercise caution when using fireworks and consult with your county fire marshal for any burn bans in place. I'm meteorologist Greg Pollock, News 4 San Antonio.
All right, Greg, thank you. Still to come on News 4, lawmakers working to try to avoid a government shutdown, the price tag on the newest proposal, and just how long it would fund the government.
Also ahead tonight, the vaccination rollout continues across the country. The number of locations receiving the shots today, and how many nursing homes will start vaccinations next week.